Hey guys, I'm Sandra from Healing Roots Homestead, and I am coming to you this year joining the 1C challenge started by Ash. I will link her channel below. This is my second year doing this challenge. The last year I did the Tahitian melon. I filmed most of the progress of the Tahitian melon until the pickle worms started boring into the squash. And so this year, instead of doing a food, I am going to do a flower. And my seed this year is going to be Borage. And I got this seed from Willow Ridge Gardens, as you can see here. They are a little bit older. So what I did, I decided to pre-soak the seeds to see which ones were viable. And so I have these 4 here that sank, which if you do the float test for seeds, what they say is the seeds that sink to the bottom are the viable ones. The ones that float are no longer viable. So I have 4 that sank to the bottom. I will be planting those today. Borage is an awesome companion plant for a lot of different foods. It actually smells like cucumber, so a lot of times gardeners will use it as a trap crop for pests that like to bother cucumbers. And so if you plant this next to or near your cucumbers, you should see more pests on the borage as opposed to on the cucumber plant. It is also edible. Sometimes you can see the leaves, the flowers used in things like cake decorations. And some people use it in their water to flavor their water. So let's get started with sowing these seeds, and I will come back next week and show you guys an update if there is one. So for this, I'm just going to use a solar cup that I already have holes drilled in, and this is one of the smaller cups. I guess it's about a 4-ounce cup, and I'm just putting some soil in there, a little bit of potting mix. I did add some earthworm castings to this mix, but otherwise you could just use a basic seed starter mix or potting soil, whichever you prefer. Seed starter mix is usually a little bit better for getting seeds going. So that's how tiny they are. And so here we go. I'm just going to do 2 in this cup. Now, since these are small, you can probably get away with planting these about 1/4 to 1/2 inch deep and just lightly covering them. It doesn't say they need light to germinate or anything. Yeah, and it actually does tell you in here, plant about 1/4 of an inch deep. And then it takes about 10 to 14 days for germination. So I'll come back next week with an update. But likely they won't have germinated by then because it takes 10 to 14 days. So probably by week 2, you guys will see what they look like when they germinate. I hope you guys are participating in the 1C challenge this year. I can't wait to see what you guys are growing. Follow the page for more updates. Like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.